Well, hello there. I'm Max Porter, and tonight I am going to be doing some campaign prep, both for my Blades in the Dark game entitled Rare Imports, which is what I've got up on Roll20 right now, and for my D&D game entitled The Wildlands. A good evening to whoever joins me, possibly coming in a bit later. At the moment, the crew in the Blades in the Dark game, Rare Imports, successfully pulled off a score wherein they removed some occult texts and valuables from a cult. So, to kind of give them and reinforce that feeling of success, I'm going to add some things to their pile of weird stuff on this sort of home page back at the lair. This is what represents the table where they can plan their scores. So let's see. That's pretty small. Will it look okay if I make it appropriately sized? Not so great. This is just something from Roll20. It's pretty blurry when I make it big. I have a feeling that's going to be true of a lot of these things. That has a dragon on it, so I'm not super into that for Blades in the Dark. This is pleasantly weird, but man, it is also not going to scale up well. So I may not be able to give them anything to reinforce that feeling. Let's see. Got a dragon's egg. A cult brings up an awful lot of things that aren't directly related. I bet alchemy will bring up alchemists. But, some interesting and weird stuff. Well, that's alright. I don't seem to have anything. This is okay, I think. I'll see how it goes. I may change my mind about it later. Alright. So, now that I've done that, it's time to create a new rumor for the players to possibly follow up on next time we play. So, in order to do that, I'm going to pull up my favorite Twitter bot, Doskvol News. What have we got? Last night, Crow's Foot was shaken by a battle between Arodin the Devil Dog and Danfield the Ghoul. Well, I don't want to reuse Devil Dog as my first thought. Too close to the Death Wolf that I've already got a rumor about and that the players are currently interested in from their chatter. So, I'll pick something. I might change that and make it more worthwhile. I'm trying to think of what music I want to listen to here. Here we go. All right. A battle between the Devil Dog and a Ghoul. Well, I have... I'm not sure that that's particularly interesting. And There's no clear score or thing to seek there. But it is an interesting kind of worldly rumor. Duskbowl News. A stranger from Tycheros wishes to sell a plasmic rapier. It's a little sci-fi for how our game has been going. Said to have belonged to Caro, the hull captain. Somebody wishing to sell something. I think there might be some meat on the bone to that idea. This group is pretty interested in... This crew is pretty interested in weird artifacts. I know because they told me so. They've made that very clear. So... I think that's interesting, is somebody selling something, because it gives them an opportunity to be dishonest and steal it, to possibly play people off of each other, or do something else. Hi there, Kaesthina. Greetings to you too. Quiet stream tonight. A stranger from Tycheros. That also is interesting. It won't be a plasmic rapier, but a rapier is interesting. What other descriptive words might there be? Let's see. Can't have too many rumors. Well, you can, but I don't think I'm there yet. Wishes to sell a plasmic. Plasmic. Let's see if we can come up with something more interesting than that. A haunted rapier, suggests Kaesthina. Hi, Grimslag. Welcome. Good to see you as always. I am trying to come up with a more interesting descriptor than plasmic for a rapier that a stranger from Tycheros is selling in my latest rumor creation. Plasmic just feels too much like something out of Halo. A storm rapier. An animated rapier? I've used something like that before in another game. A sacred rapier. Not sure. What else we got? Scores. Wishes to sell. I have an alchemic dagger in my previous rumor, so I don't want to use that again. Alchemic knife. Wishes to sell a secret rapier. Maybe my problem is that it's a rapier. What else we got? A stranger of Tycheros wishes to sell some stolen jewels. They were last being seen being loaded onto a goat cart by the wraiths. Ooh. What does this particular rapier do as far as special abilities? We don't know yet, Grimslag. We are creating a rumor for the players to potentially follow up on, should they be interested. Because you can't have too many interesting rumors swirling around. A stolen rapier. Stolen jewels. I like bringing a goat cart into it. The crew has a goat cart of their own. And I like the idea of possibly having a goat cart chase through the town. So I think I'm going to bring that in somehow. Now the wraiths. The wraiths. Who are the wraiths? Let's see. Looking for inspiration here. The wraiths. Not a group that I've used in the game before. A mysterious crew of masked thieves and spies. Excellent. They're just a little stronger than the crew. The theft of luxury items and intelligence gathering for clients to use as blackmail. Ooh. They have some interesting characters. Rooftop shelters. A secret lair in a tower in Silkshore. Oh. And they're allied with the cabbies. This is getting better and better, for the cabbies are an enemy of rare imports, the player's crew. So I like this. I'm going to use this in my rumor as I'm putting it together here. But I want to come up with something interesting other than plasmic rapier, because it sounds too futuristic. It could be a weapon. One of the players already has their own pretty cool weapon. I think it might be more interesting if it was a pistol. But then it really can't be plasmic. A rune-etched pistol. A little on the nose. Let's find some occult words. A psychic pistol. A secret pistol. A mystic pistol. A weird pistol. A hermetic pistol. A preternatural pistol. An Orphic pistol. That's interesting. That's pretty weird. I'm not even that familiar with the word Orphic. Arcane, cryptic, odd, rare, remote. I like the sound of that. An Orphic pistol. Pistol. An Orphic cannon. An Orphic rifle. Perhaps pistol is best. A pistol etched with Orphic runes. I like using that word just as if so blasé. Wishes to sell an Orphic pistol. Now, what's the source of this rumor? Because that's going to suggest a few things. The illegal arms dealer. Because who else would? The illegal arms dealer. Now I need a name. A name. Let's see. What's going to be our name? People. Here we go. Tornabut Pharos. Sure. Pharos. Turnabout Pharos says that a stranger from Tycheros says, over some hot mushroom coffee. I don't know how that works, but this is a land without light, and they have to make do. The illegal arms dealer Turnabout Pharos says that a stranger from Tycheros wishes to sell an Orphic pistol. However, now we need another group involved, so the players can get mixed up in something. Caro the Hull Captain. The Devil Dog and Danfield the Ghoul. Grimslag says... Caroline says Team Turtleblood, thank you. Grimslag says a rare Hedge Witch's cursed needle pistol. That's kind of interesting. Wishes to sell an Orphic pistol formerly belonging to an Orphic needle pistol. Formerly, that I like that because it suggests stealth. Possibly. Formerly belonging to a Hedge Witch of the Darklands. Darklands? Is that what I'm looking for? Belonging to a Hedge Witch of the Deathlands. The Deathlands. However, now I need another group. Who has done something to this poor stranger? No, maybe nothing has happened to them. Hedge Witch of the Deathlands. She was last seen being loaded onto a goat cart by members of the Wraiths. Over some hot mushroom coffee, the illegal arms dealer Turnabout Pharos. Turnabout. Maybe I should change that first name because we could sure spend a lot of time just making jokes about that. And I'm not all that interested in it. Dudley Pharos says that a stranger from Tycheros wishes to sell an Orphic needle pistol. That's quite a series of words. Formerly belonging to a Hedge Witch of the Deathlands. She was last seen being loaded onto a goat cart by members of the Wraiths. Hedge Witch. Hedge Witch doesn't quite right, because it means... What can we do instead of Hedge Witch, Grimslag? Because Hedge Witch means that there's like a magic school, an official magical body. And hedge means they're, outside of that. But it would be interesting to perhaps make her a little weirder. A hedge witch. Maybe hedge witch is fine. Hedge witch. Shrubbery witch. We'll stick with hedge witch. Over some hot mushroom coffee, the illegal arms dealer Dudley. Now, nobody has a personal connection to any of this. Maybe that's fine. I put personal connections into a few different rumors, and it has rarely sparked all that much interest. And what I like about this one is that it's nice and short. And I'm a little interested in Dudley Pharos. AKA Stick. And I'm going to have this prepared in case it comes up. Excellent. Now we have a nice little rumor. Over some hot mushroom coffee, the illegal arms dealer Dudley Pharos says that a stranger from Tycheros wishes to sell an Orphic needle pistol, formerly belonging to a hedge witch of the Deathlands. She was last seen being loaded onto a goat cart by members of the Wraiths. I like that. That's pretty interesting. This music is starting to grate on me a little bit. I think I'm going to change it again to something in this line. Here we go. All right. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Secular witch. Right, Grimslag. I like hedge witch. I suppose it could be something creepier, but it doesn't really need to be. All right. Well, that's going to be my new rumor. I'll share that with the players. Oh, Grimslag says, secular witches still cast spells, use crystals, herbs, oils, and candles, but they don't attach spirituality to their practice. Well, I think this witch, I should probably figure out who she is. Let's see. Duai Morriston. Careless. Her goal is wealth. Interested in drugs. That's not particularly witchy. Maybe I should look under devils. What's that, Grimslag? Cut, paste, where? The ghost is destructive and manipulates freezing fog. I want a witch to be pretty strange, I think. Pardon me just a moment. I need to plug in my headphones. There we go. Oh, you're looking at different witch types. Maybe I'll just say witch. I think witch is fine. Yeah. I like the idea of introducing, like, a witch because it's not clear what that is. And maybe that'll make the players wonder a little bit. Maybe she's dead. Maybe she's not. Maybe the players aren't interested in her, but only want to get a hold of the Orphic Needle Pistol. I like that. Alright. I think I'm all set. So that's it for the rumor tonight. I like that it's shorter than some of these lengthier ones that I've been having recently. Time to switch gears and look at my other campaign, I think. Pulling that up now. All right then. So in the Wildlands, which is a D&D campaign, the players have explored quite a bit of this dungeon. They were teleported and spat out of this mouth and had to fight a bone naga, which was very dangerous and could easily have knocked one of the players out, if not outright killed them. But with 7 players, they are able to take on far more dangerous foes, and it didn't hurt that no less than 2 of them rolled critical hits right at the beginning of the fight. So that helped them out quite a bit. Yes, they have just entered battle with these giant scorpions. And they will be able to interact with the jewel in this hand. I don't think they realize yet that this marble hand statue is the key to the puzzle of this dungeon. Grimslag, I remember you suggested that there were some identify scrolls over here, and they didn't go that way. Instead, they never explored through this opening and got themselves teleported to a different part of the dungeon before they could discover the identify scrolls. Yes. While I'm here, I should go ahead and reveal this area. So I had to reset the fog during the game. There we go. So they can find their way back later on. Alright. There we go. Excellent. Leave no room unsearched, suggests Grimslag. Loot above all. Well, they are certainly attempting to do that. I think they might have a difficult time lugging these gigantic gems out of here. But that probably won't stop them. There are whole sections of this dungeon they have not yet explored. It's going to be interesting. Alright. Well, that's all well and good. Now, let me see. One thing that I would like to do is generate some more story hooks for them. And what I'm doing in this campaign is trying out a kind of a new system for generating quests. I'm calling it items as adventure hooks. So, or objects as adventure hooks. So, whenever the players... There we go. Actually, I'll keep it like this. Whenever the players... That's not what I wanted to do. Whenever the players look somewhere, have a clever idea for where they might explore, looking under beds, opening things that might not have been opened, searching some forgotten corner of a dungeon that I didn't think of. I have them roll on this table, wherein I have created 100 items, each leading to a story. Some of them are useful magical items. Some are not, probably, although you never know what players are going to find useful, really. You can see where I've crossed off things that they've picked up. I have had some success with this. But I think that they keep picking things up and then not really following up with it at all. Which is interesting. Not really what I expected. For example, they found this blabber's tongue, a dried, severed tongue on a leather loop. They traded it away to a traveling salesman, a tinker, a peddler who they happened upon the road. And they never really found out that the blabber's tongue was allowing members of a coven of hags to communicate. And now they never will. Unless they go and find that peddler again. But I don't know why they would. So they didn't really pick up that storyline. The one that they did was this map. Which they immediately figured out what it was, but they touched... the player who picked it up, the barbarian, touched the town they had come from. I think probably assuming that it would teleport him back home. So it's not really going to bring them anywhere new, although it will certainly generate a story. Grimslag suggests, if they examine the mysterious magic item and roll a success, will you give them a better than average hint into what they feel it may be used for? Well, I'm really going for, like, the best possible hint I can, the most interesting hint. Regardless, I'm not going to have them, examine the item unless they are interested in it, and then I might have them make a roll, and then have a sliding scale. Grimslag, never tell the team everything but help them along now and then. I mean, I feel like, it's an easy trap to fall into as a game master to think that you, in order to, because you're always trying to make things more difficult. And one of the ways you can do that is to not tell people everything. But I think that's a dangerous road, because then then people might not get interested in the story. They might not engage with whatever you're describing. So I generally try to find a way to at least hint at everything, even if I don't spell it out. So they certainly picked up on this one, because they're going to have to go back to Taurine. and find out what happened, which that's something I need to set up. And we'll probably do this week. What has happened in Toreen. I don't think I'll be working on that tonight. It's going to be a bit more involved than I want to get. I changed this helm. And unfortunately, I was just feeling like I had cursed the players too much. But unfortunately, since I made the helm, removable, and the curse not so bad, that kind of removed the story hook part. Because now they don't have to deal with that. It's just like one more thing they're carrying around. So that was kind of a mistake. I shouldn't have pulled my punches there. The skull-headed scepter. Yes, that's going to be interesting. I need to remember they have this scepter. And I need that to come into play. This is a case, Grimslag, where if they examine the mysterious magic item, I'm typing what you wrote, and roll high, probably roll DC 15, they can discover the resting place of the undead army lying in wait. Rife Peter, thank you very much, and welcome to the stream. I love this hat. It is the sorting hat, and it makes me feel like a wizard. Alright. Now, what am I going to do? What I've got to figure out is what am I going to do to remind them about this scepter and make their lives harder. Maybe when they meet some undead, the scepter activates? Maybe the scepter... Maybe the scepter has an inscription. Scepter of Undead Lordship. Let's see, what is this going to do? The man with no screen name. Mysterious magic MacGuffin has a more literal alliterative appeal to it. I suppose. But, this is definitely more than just a MacGuffin. It is quite a powerful item, and I may regret seeding it, but I don't think so. Because it is definitely evil. And that's going to make it interesting when they try to use it. Scepter of Undead Lordship. What is going to be the clue? Let's see. I'm just going to jot down a few ideas until inspiration strikes. When they meet an undead, the scepter activates. That's fine, but it's not necessary. I mean, I kind of have to have an undead, which actually there are some in this dungeon. So that's not so bad. The scepter has an inscription that names the location. The location of the undead army it controls. Actually, maybe the name of the scepter contains the location. Like, it's the scepter... The scepter of... somebody's tomb. Ooh. Oh, yes. The scepter of Lord Something's tomb. Yes. Now we're cooking with gas. Let's see. Fantasy name generator evil. No, necromancer. This is one of my favorites. Craxius Gravemore. Lord Gravemore. Lord Crow. Lord Mort. Lord Blight. What? Plasma? Lord Defiler. Scepter of the Defiler? That sounds dirty. Lord of the Black. Lord of the Black something, maybe. The Undertaker Lord. No, that sounds like a wrestler's name. Lord Turtlebutt. Lord Bad Dude of Scary Place. The man with no screen name. It's evil. I make a Black Blade reference, but man, that more Blue Oyster Cult and the Legend of Elric than even I can handle. Lord of the Risen. Ooh. Lord Sanguine. Scepter of... I like Lord of the Risen, kind of. No, that doesn't sound like a specific place. Or it's going to lead to someone specific. Sidrex. Crudrim. Bauxus. Lord Penguin. Thanks, Rife Peter. Scepter of the Dead Lord. Or I could make it a specific... Like... It could be something ridiculous like Asmodeus. Maybe it would be better to have it be a specific name, because then it will take them somewhere specific. The Scepter of Lady Zavia. I kind of like that. The Scepter of Lady Zavia has an inscription. That names the location. An inscription. With its name. Scepter of Lady Zavia. Very funny, Karazvina. The man with no screen name. What plots can you orchestrate with Quarian the Decomposer? Nice. Actually, I do kind of like the idea of a necromancer who uses music, like the Old Kingdom books. Summoner of the Old Swan Guard? Swan Guard? It's a little... What? What is going to be the clue? Because that's not necessarily enough. Although, if it's a specific name, then they might ask someone about it. Scepter of Lady Zavia. Summoner of the Old Sworn Guard. Maybe. What is the clue? What is going to be the clue? That this scepter controls an undead army and encourage the players to go and find it and deal with that. The Scepter of Lady Zavia. Scepter of... I'm going to need to find this later. So I'm going to make in that. The scepter with description of his name, Lady Zavia. Possibly. They meet an undead, the scepter activates. That's certainly possible, but it's not necessarily going to lead them. It needs some more clues. Possibly all of these clues. Maybe the scepter... Maybe the scepter is somehow drawn to its army. To a specific place. Oh no, wait. I know. An inscription that reads, I am the key. A key has a lock. Once the scepter of Lady Zavia, the Risen. The scepter's winged skull is the sigil of Lady Zavia, of the undead Lady Zavia. That names location of the undead army it controls. I'll worry about that later. Probably... I think I know where this scepter leads on our map. But I'm not going to say it on stream. For spoiler reasons. Taka OC. Cast Fireball. Roll a dex saving throw. Sorry for the bad joke. I wanted a cool entrance. How's it going? It's going great, Taka OC. I am working on some campaign prep this evening. Right now I'm working on my D&D campaign, The Wildlands. And your entrance is well-timed. I just came up with how the clue to an artifact the players have found that will lead them on a potential quest should they choose to take an interest. I am the key. I think there's going to be a ziggurat where this undead army lies waiting. That'll be cool. And a reason to go a-questing. Now, if we want the scepter to activate in this dungeon, since I have created 3 clues, as you should always make at least 3 clues to anything you want the players to pick up on. Taka OC, rolling 20s mostly, chat is just a step along the way. Well, there you go. We had a lightning bolt, though not a fireball, fired by this bone naga in the last combat, which nearly killed a couple of players. Not quite, though. They somehow survived. Mostly by rolling enough criticals to take it down swiftly after that. Yes, I do have some undead. Right over here. This will be a dangerous fight. But a lot of this dungeon is well above the party's level. I think they are picking up on that. And hopefully it induces some greater caution. This will be a cool room. I have this gem, which is part of the puzzle of this whole place. Taco, see someone cast Lightning Bolt, I cast Counterspell. Well, it automatically works, right? Because Counterspell automatically counters any spell of 3rd level or lower. So there's an undead for the scepter. Not only that, but the scepter activating gives the players a way of dealing with this potentially incredibly deadly encounter. I think I want to put a door there. That's how deadly that encounter is going to be. A door is a good thing because it gives players a chance to plan and be ready for anything. Is this an undead, or have I got something else going on here? The scepter will be good because I'll give them a way of dealing with that thing before it kills one of them. Come on, work. Oh yes. That is in fact another undead. Now here I'm not putting a door, because there's an entirely different puzzle going on here. It's interesting. Why did I make 1 chest part of the background and 2 chests token layer? I'm not sure. Shocking development. Indeed, the man with no screen name. These undead will certainly be able to gang up, so that'll be good, because if the scepter activates, they can control one of these, but not necessarily the other. So there will be an interesting encounter there no matter what. Lots of places for that clue to be activated. There's an undead there. Yes, there's plenty of undead. This old sandy dungeon is just rife with them. Get it, rife, Peter? That was for you. Because I've got lots of... Actually, I almost feel like I have too many undead, because I have been going for a otherworldly vibe rather than an undead vibe. I will be with them, Max, don't worry. Well, I hope you can make it then for the stream on Sunday night, Rife Peter. Although I'm planning to stream every night this week. that's when the game will occur. Alright, well, I think I made some good progress there. I'll have to think about this puzzle and possibly more clues for various quests for the players to get interested in. But that's what I'm doing in both of my campaigns right now. I'm giving the players lots and lots of things for them to possibly be interested in, and then rolling with whatever catches their fancy. So, I'm going to be turning off the stream for now. Lodoween just jumped in, though. Good evening, Lodoween. So glad you came by. Rife Peter, Sunday night is my Monday morning. We'll have to sneak watch while at work. Well, don't get in trouble, Rife Peter, but if you can make it, awesome. If not, and you're still interested, you can catch it. I upload these things to YouTube, and they stick around on my Twitch. Yeah, just in time, Lodoween. Well, I could stay a few more minutes, maybe. Although I'm not sure what else I'm going to work on. One of the things I didn't do here is I was going to have something come out of the water here. I still may, because they're going to mess... Yes, I still will. That's going to be part of this puzzle. Because I have one sapphire and then these gigantic red rubies. The blue one, I think, will activate this. And then we'll get some kind of interesting revelations. The man with no screen name. First it was rife with chaos, now law has been brought in the chat. Dang. The man with no screen name, always on point with those puns. I tip my hat to you, sir. And with that, I think I am going to be signing off for this evening. I plan to stream again tomorrow night, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you can make it, I'll see you folks there. But good night for now, and have a good one, and thanks for joining me and making suggestions and everything else you cool people are doing. Good night.